Unsdorfer joins us, chairman of Likud UK. Zalmi, what's your reaction to these exit polls?
Well, I think this is another one of those early write-offs of Bibi Netanyahu. He's a survivor. He's been the longest-serving prime minister in Israel, and 13 years is a long time in politics, especially Israeli politics. Referring to what your last commentator said, he was saying that perhaps the blue and white Benny Gantz party might make a deal with the Arab parties. I find it, very significant that in what people call the apartheid state of Israel, the Arabs have projected 12 seats and being 10% of the entire Knesset in a democratic vote, which doesn't exist in any part of the Arab world. So I think that is, if anything, a real triumph for Israel in the public view tonight. But we've seen the exit polls.
Does this not indicate, though, that this is the second general election in a row that will be inconclusive? Maybe Mr. Netanyahu's time has come and gone.
Well, I don't think so. People predicted a wipeout. You have to understand that Israeli politics concerns itself with three particular interests: defense, religion, and in this particular case, Bibi Netanyahu has been the sole target of all the parties here. No one has been putting out or peddling any kind of platform here. Economics, defense, or religion. Apart from Lieberman perhaps, they have been basically saying the same mantra: anyone but Bibi Netanyahu. And I think this is a mirror image of what's happening to Trump in the United States. This is a trial by media, by a trial by academia, and a trial by the whole entertainment industry in Israel. Well, everyone is against Bibi Netanyahu.
If he can't stand the heat.
He's a survivor.
You are right. He is a survivor. But look, particularly when a politician has been in power for so long, sometimes surely the responsible thing is to recognise that maybe it's time for a new person to take over who can freshen things up a little bit. And the fact is, he's also under 3 criminal indictments, as I understand it, which are going to be heard very, very soon. So I suspect that's had a bit of an impact.
I think what you say is what they said about Margaret Thatcher, and look at the people who came after Margaret Thatcher. Look at people like Trudeau in Canada. Look at all these lightweights which arose from people who said, "Well, we need a change, hope and change, and so forth." What did Obama ever achieve? What is Obama's legacy? He looked good in the media. It was all wonderful, terrific, wonderful, and what happened? They wanted to get rid of the Bush family. So, I think change for the sake of change doesn't work. Nobody has done more for the state of Israel in recent history than Bibi Netanyahu. Nobody went to the Congress over Obama's head to defend the country against the Iranian nuclear threat. There isn't anyone that comes close to Netanyahu. His time's far from up.
Well, we will soon see. We have to leave it there, Zalmi. Thank you very much. That's Zalmi Unsdorfer, chairman of Likud UK.